Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, excuse the appearance and excuse how messy my room is because I'm just sorting out my room and I found some things that I realised I've never told you guys about, like this thing about me that I've never addressed, and it might shock some people because I think people don't expect me to be like this. Basically, I have a habit of collecting things and I've always loved doing it, and I buy them and I ferret them away in my wardrobe. I need to sort it all out because I'm buying a house soon and I'm like, do I want to take this stuff with me? Do I leave it here? I don't know, but I thought I'd sort it out and show you guys. Basically, I have a habit of collecting antique books and I have a real passion for it. I don't know where it came from. It started when I was a teenager. I'd get packages through the post. My parents would be like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's a antique children's book from like the 1800s. And they'd be like, okay, you weirdo. And I've got some really cool stuff. So I thought I'd show you guys to see if you're interested. So as you can see, there's a whole range of different things, so I don't really know where to start because lots of these I remember, but lots of them I've also forgotten that I've bought, and this has been collected over years. Firstly, I have some music books. So this is the Songs of Peter Rabbit, and I don't know when it was published. I could probably find out. I've got some really old stuff in here. This one was published in the 60s, so the 1969, so that's not that old. But I've got these, HMS Pinafore, which is Gilbert and Sullivan. I've also got another music book here. I've also got the Coronation of King George and Queen Elizabeth official souvenir program, which is incredible. And I completely forgot that I had this. This is from 1937, and it's in pretty much mint condition. It's absolutely amazing. So let's go over here actually to my collection of children's antique books. Obviously Shakespeare, I haven't divided this into sections, so it might be a bit out of order, but I've got Through the Looking Glass, The Swiss Family Robinson, Alice in Wonderland, Oliver Twist. This is one of my absolute favourites. It's so beautiful. Let's have a look when this was published. Okay, so someone wrote a message to someone in 1922. So it must have been published around that time. I really don't like touching these, and I haven't touched these for years because obviously I don't want to ruin them because I've got oily hands. But anyway, we're doing this for the video. I would say the coolest or second coolest thing are these three little books here. They're tiny, as you can see, and let me try and focus on it. Sorry, this camera is so bad, I need to get a new one. So Shakespeare Volume 1. So these are Shakespeare's plays, 3 of his plays, in these tiny little books. These two were published in 1803. This one was published in 1804. And so they're over 200 years old. And look, here we go. The date at the bottom there, 1803. And I just think they're the cutest little things. I don't know how much they're worth. Part of me thinks that they might be worth a lot of money. I bought them, I remember getting them on eBay. Someone was getting rid of them. I think I paid about £5 for those 3 books, and they are probably my favourite thing. They might even be the oldest thing in my collection, I'm not sure. The next coolest thing is this, and I don't know when it was published. Some of you, actually I don't think I've ever shown it on camera. I can't work out when it was published, and it's in need of a lot of love and attention, but it's a huge old copy of the Bible. As you can see on the side, the spine has broken. It's got these amazing metal clasps on the side. They're so intricate and so lovely, and this whole front page has come off basically. It's in dire need of repair, and I can't find, let me just take this off, I can't find when it was published. It doesn't say it on the first few pages. There's a message, George Middleton, Vine Street in Durham. That's who owned it, and I can't remember. I think I bought this from a car boot sale. I cannot remember for the life of me where I bought it from. And again, this is like one of my most favourite things, not because it's the Bible, but because it's just so old, and I have no idea when it was published. And I'm just so proud. I think I only paid like probably under £5 for it. Anyway, part of me is thinking of taking that to a book expert and getting it restored, and also someone to tell me a bit more about it. So I think those two, the Shakespeare volumes and the Holy Bible, they are like the oldest things in my collection. The next coolest things I think are slightly newer, but they're just cool things that I like. So this, I can't remember where I got this. Oh, I've got some stamps. They belong to my granddad. On my dad's side, I think. It then belonged to my dad and he gave them to me, but I don't know anything about stamps. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This is basically from the movie, so it's got all the original drawings and everything from the movie, and I don't think that this would be worth very much, but I just really, really like it. There's obviously newer things that I've collected, so I've got some of the Doctor Who magazines, I've got these limited edition things of the Radio Times for Harry Potter. This was when I worked at the Rugby World Cup, so I kept the programmes. I hate rugby, hate sport, I'm just keeping them because one day I might sell those. All of these things that I'm collecting, I'm not collecting to make a profit and because I'm hoping to sell them one day. The antique books I absolutely love and I want to keep, and maybe one day I might sell bits of my collection off, but I want to grow it and grow it and grow it. And it's great that they can hold their value. In a way, they are investments because they only gain in value over the time, but I'm not buying them with the expectation of making money on them. Whereas these new programs for the Rugby World Cup, I would sell and make some money on. I've got 4 Beatrix Potter children's books. So children's books are like my thing. They're the thing I love collecting the most. I don't know why. I've got these Beatrix Potter books that were, I think, published in the 40s. And these ones, I believe, are first editions. That's why they're wrapped up. Let's have a look at these. So you see what early prints, 1920, I paid £12 for them. I remember getting them from a charity shop. So I'm always looking for Beatrix Potter books on eBay and in charity shops, because quite often charity shops have no idea that these are worth lots of money. So I believe this one is a first edition, and you can tell because it's got this blank page in the middle. All the first editions, I think, have this blank page in the middle. So these ones don't, which is why they're not first edition. And then another Miss Moppet one, again, blank page in the middle. So those ones I definitely keep wrapped up. I definitely need to like wrap more of these up and keep them in good condition. I've got some other things here. Hello Ava, you need to get out. Come on. Another thing I've got are these old records. They're just things that I like. So, I mean, I don't really like Disney, so I don't know why I bought these, but I just have an obsession with old things. I don't know where it's come from, but I absolutely love it. The coolest thing in my record collection, I believe, is this. It's a massive collection of hits from the shows, and you open it up, and there's all these different EPs in here. Is that what they call them? Vinyls. And I'll turn it over and show you. I think there's one missing from this, which is really annoying. But it shows you, it tells you what shows they're from and all the songs. I've never actually played these. I don't have a record player. As I said, I'm just weird. I have an obsession with collecting old things. I also have over here, this is the souvenir edition of the paper. This is only from 2015, of when the Queen became the longest reigning monarch. That again, I've collected just for fun, but also maybe I'd sell that. And then over here, we have some other things. So I have these Marmites, which are limited edition, which again, I've collected because I'm like, I love Marmite, but I would sell those one day. I have some souvenir things from the royal family. So I think this is Kate and Will's souvenir edition mug. Here we go. So this is Kate and Will's souvenir edition mug. And this was bought for me by my nan. And this just says, "Dear Joel, love Nan." And she bought these for me and my brothers and my 2 other cousins, just so we'd have something as like a souvenir. This other thing I have is from my other nan, and it's a very sparkly brooch from the Royal Collection. And I remember we bought this for my nan for her birthday, and when she passed away, my parents gave it to me because I think I helped choose it or something. But yeah, I love that, so I keep that tucked away. I've also got one of my nan's handbags with her pens and her things in. So as you can see, I collect things that aren't just like books or valuables. They're like things that are like really personal to me. This is also my dad's teddy from when he was little, and the story behind this is that he dropped it in a puddle and it got really cold, so my nan put it next to the fire and then it burnt. And so I think he's called Teddy Burnthead, so I keep him for my dad. And then just to expand the collection a little bit more, these are just weird things that I end up collecting. I have a horseshoe, don't know where from. I remember buying it, I think from the New Forest. Someone was selling them and I wanted one, so I got one. I also once went to a bowling alley and I bought a 10 pin. They were selling old 10 pins for £2 and I was like, I want one. So I bought it, and so it's just decorative in my room, which I think is so cool. I don't know why, I just really like it. And just something funny to share with you guys. I found this unopened letter, like as I was sorting out the books, this just fell out. And I was like, what? I haven't opened it. And it had this lovely sticker seal. And so I opened it. It says, thanks a hoot. And it says, Joel, the best actor I know. I don't know where you'll be in next year, but when you are a famous actor, please remember your vulgar brown northern friend. Love, Nick. I have no idea who that is. I'm racking my brains being like, who is Nick? Brown, vulgar, northern friend, Nick. Who is that? And I feel so bad. I'm like, who on earth is Nick? A northerner called Nick. I have no idea, and I hope that he does not, or maybe it's a she. No, it's spelt like the male Nick. Hopefully he's not watching my videos and he's like, how can you not remember me? I literally have no idea. I'm the worst person in the world. So Nick, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Let me know who you are, because I have no idea when that was written or why I was given it or who by. Anyway, so this is me the collector. If any of you are into collecting things as well, let me know. If you know anything about these sorts of books and these sorts of things, then let me know, because I'm always willing to learn about it. To be honest, I haven't collected anything in years. This was something that I used to do when I was a teenager, and I'm just now starting to think about keeping going with it and keeping buying things. I think I stopped doing it when I had to pay for myself. So when, you know, I started going to drama school and university, and then I got a job and had to pay rent and bills, and I didn't have any spare cash to spend on things, and now I'm like, actually I'd like to expand my collection. Anyway, am I weird? I don't know. Did you guys expect me to be a collector like this? Because I bet none of you really did, because it's not very me, is it? But it is me. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.